Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back again in, as you can see, Ray of Art Arena. Although, admittedly one that has been the site of a few mob battles before, but luckily I think I can contain things more to this corner of it and not have anything flung all the way over there, so, yeah. So, it could happen. It kind of happened before and I had to clear out some of the acid, so yeah, just making sure we don't get too much environment. Well, admittedly, that would be kind of accurate how these things happen sometimes, but still, I'd rather leave the environmental damage out of things for now. But I will be having Barako versus a good portion of Twilight Forest. I've got the ones that work out easier here, actually. The zombie will help me trigger them if I need to. But the Naga, the Hydra, the Minoshroom, which admittedly I might want to reverse those two. Yeah, I have the Alpha Yeti, the Snow Queen, the Giant Miner, and the Armored Giant. And of course we have Barako, the Sun Chief. So this is going to be pretty awesome. There are a few that don't initially work out, but I might be able to make them work out later with a little testing, because I'll have to see if I can get the mob battle mod to work on them. So consider this round one of Barako versus Twilight Forest. Now, sometimes I have to have him down first, sometimes the enemy. Like, for example, the Naga, you know it likes to go everywhere. You've seen the Naga before. But as for Barako, he's pretty stably in one place. I mean, he just likes to kind of sit out. So, this is the one case where you definitely need the Naga next to him to get this to work. Note that he will blast zombies. So you can see how aggressive he is against them. Oh, that one just got torched. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to have the ability to take some of these guys out. If there's no direct enemy, he won't make more. But sometimes he'll summon them pretty quickly. So you kind of got to be wary of that. So just a pointer with these things. But again, the zombie sets them off really fast. But let's go into the big ones. The Naga. Oh, that was immediate. He's trying to hit it with his solar flares. But the Naga is very quick. Okay, he hit it. He hit it a couple times in a row. He hit it. But can he keep it up? Oh, that one almost struck. Almost. But some of these are way off. I think he's trying to estimate where it's going to go, and it's hard because it's so fast. Especially when it charges. So he's like estimating way off. Oh, big charge. Ouch. He's throwing minions. I have to count them in if they manage to live long enough to do any significant damage. Oh, got a good hit. Beam. Can he hit it? Oh, he did graze it at least. Oh, wow. He did hit it decently for a while there with that beam. Gotta love that cannon he's got. Laser time. Oh! He shot a few right whenever it was setting up for the charge. Because it always pauses right before it does so. Beam! Oh, I don't think he roasted his own minions. I think that was the Naga. However, he can hit his own minions with that attack, so it happens. Oh, he's very low. He is out. He's gone. Naga has actually won this one. It's one of the few ones I've seen that a Naga can actually win, so it's one of those things that's kind of cool to note. It depends heavily on fighting style. And the Naga is now gone, and we can start with a fresh Barako. So the Naga has done its thing, and I can now move these over a bit to continue on the sequence, and for that matter, have a space for my red Qatar, because this is very good for clearing them out. Especially the ones that hang out after peacefuling it, so yeah. Which the entire tribe seems to do. So let's now go to Barako versus the Minoshroom. This is one that definitely takes a zombie in between. Or nearby. If you can get the Minoshroom to be at the right spot. Can you remember to be at the right spot, Minoshroom? It just keeps getting flung so far that it can't actually seem to do it. I have triggered this correctly this way once. I might try versus that wall. Nope. It's taking damage, but it's not registering him as an enemy. At least I got it to work once. This is one of those things that's very tricky. I could try targeting it with the mob battle mod. Let me see here. Let's do this way. Does he register as a target? Yep. Right now he's just spam blasting them. Anybody for roasted Minoshroom? Because Barako has a much higher aggro distance after he's already been set on a target. Like this Minoshroom is now officially having a bad day. Yep, still firing up. I was wondering if I needed to push him that way, but no. Just saying, whenever I was testing, a Minoshroom did in fact beat him, so apparently this battle really has a lot of factors and is maybe 50-50. So note, it didn't happen this time, but a Minoshroom can defeat Barako. And whenever he's out of combat for a while, he'll start to regenerate. So he'll restore very quickly, so I'll just take care of the minions here. So, Barako, you're going down while I need to check and make sure this isn't getting overwhelming. Filling up decently fast, but I think I'll make it through the battle. Oh, come on. I just cleared these guys out. What are you throwing at? What is he throwing at? He's mad at something. I need to clear him. And sometimes they'll be auto-defeated whenever he goes, so yeah. I needed to get a new one because he was targeting something. I have no idea what, but he was, and I had to get him off that, so he'd either A, regenerate, or B, no longer be targeting that thing, so I think there's some creature that way. It happens. It does. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can get him to be registered by the Hydra without having to do too terribly much. The Hydra is much more aggressive than it used to be towards mobs. As you can see, he does not fare well against a Hydra. It just annihilates. So, yeah. Quick note, short battle. Whoop. Now, this one will go away on peaceful, but it'll be turned into a spawner and then come back if you unpeaceful it, so therefore I need to defeat it. Wait for heads. Omni Slash. Okay, Hydra down. But as you can see, that was fast. It's interesting that the Minoshroom lost this time, but again, while I was doing some testing, the Minoshroom won. So, it's apparently 50-50. I did not realize that before. But sometimes I do get surprised sometimes in mob battles, even though I do like to do some testing. So, interesting. Seeing how I can get something to at least attack Barako, maybe I'll be able to do those other fights this round instead. But anyhow, now it's time for the Alpha Yeti. This one is, again, kind of easy to get them to fight, because all I need is a zombie. He almost always does the big burst thing pretty early on if there's a zombie. Wow. That Alpha Yeti did not notice him in time. And that does count as kind of like neutral environmental damage, so he just got clipped. Whoa, where are you going? I need you to go this way. There we go. That set him off. Now we have the Alpha Yeti going for it. He's doing his snow dance. Happy Alpha Yeti. But he'll attack at some point. Because he has been set off. That does in fact work. See, now he's charging. Oh, he's throwing... See, why is it that this big ice attack doesn't work against most mobs? He's just like sitting out like, hi, are you there? Oh, he's not even registering it anymore. That's how much the Alpha Yeti apparently can't hurt him with a lot of its attacks. So, there we go. And trust me, the zombies don't even factor in against Barako. He's like a total zombie destroying machine. Even baby zombies just get roasted. Dude, you realize that you have to do a different attack against Barako. Like, throw the other ice, do something different. Do your ice dance. But, this attack is not effective. Does he loop when he's in melee? A good portion of the time? Is that what's going on here? Is the Alpha Yeti looping? I think the Alpha Yeti is looping. Well, one way to handle that is to try to reset its actions. Oh, he can now move while he's doing the ice dance. Okay, now that makes it neutral. Okay, he's lighting up this Yeti now. Okay, Barako. I can see you're now officially Yeti for this. I said that's surprisingly straight. Come on, we need a beam. I'd like to be here whenever you do it. Can you do it from that angle? He is just spam blasting him with this. And tossing out minions. But admittedly they have to get within the aggro distance to realize where his target is. But this he can just do from wherever. Seriously, the range on this attack. Oh, now we got some damage going from the Yeti. He's doing his ice dance. Oh, he was taken down this time. Okay, so this one's also about 50-50. Because again, I have seen it go the other way. Interesting. Okay, so this one isn't entirely a reliable fight. I might just... well, I could do that again sometime, but it's just surprising that's a 50-50. I'll just keep this out just in case. Snow Queen, Giant Miner, Armored Giant. So we only have a few left out of those, and then I might move on to the special cases. So, let's go with the Snow Queen. Some previous versions, she could actually hit enemies on contact with this, but it seems to only happen whenever she's aggroed now, and she only flies and does minions against players, not against other targets. So, however, now she will at least try to target. However, she seems to move fairly slowly. World's slowest hockey puck. But she is going for it. She's trying. But he can just keep doing that against her. Oh, and now he's blasting with his solar flares again. Beams from above. She's getting radiated. Is she even moving? No, she's not. Remember your aggro. There you go. Okay, she's remembering the aggro now. Just had to remind her with a push. We have minion. Do they? Your target that he set you on is over there. Ah, now they're going for it. They don't last long. She does have decent attack power, you gotta give her that. She's kind of slow on the ground in a mob battle. This is way more impressive when you're going up against her as a boss, or as a player. Trust me, I know. She has a good amount of starting HP by comparison, like, she has like 200 health initially. And he's got like 80, so the fact that he's just beating her down is saying just how effective Barako is compared to her. It's just hilarious. I mean, why is it that some mobs are so great against players, but just... Oh! Finishing with a beam! Oh, whiffed. He basically flung her items in my face. It's like, here, have her drops, all of them. Oh my gosh, I need to burn these off because that is just stuffing this beyond all reason. Oh my gosh. That happened. I literally had loot piled to the face. That does not happen often. Admittedly, that does not happen often. Oh, and by the way, in the future, the EMC of packed ice will change, as Vanilla has now actually officially added a recipe. So, Project E fans, just something to think about. Okay, so Snow Queen has been downright defeated, so I'll put her over there. We have a couple of giants, and then we have the specialty cases, which I suppose I can get out now. One of which just doesn't work. Like... as you might imagine, the Twilight Lich kind of goes into one of his rather famous ties. Because they cannot really significantly damage each other. Literally times out on them. Like he starts regenerating and he can't really deal any damage against the Twilight Lich, so it's just like, nah. Carbonite Golem, there's a thought. But the Ur-Ghast is going to be one of those specialty cases. It's interesting how these are actually organized more by when you encounter them normally than anything else, which I find kind of fascinating. Because Night Phantom and Ur-Ghast are special cases. They may or may not work out. Again, Twilight Lich is one that they just tie. I'm just going to say it, that they are walls to each other. Hey, you, I need you over there. Over there. Over there, one who copies all. Aha! Whoa, I timed that really weird. That force push was just timed really weird. Giant Miner is attacking. But, at the same time, Barako is now aware that they are a threat after he totally wasted that zombie. Because again, zombies do not do anything to Barako. Whoosh. But his knockback from that attack, oh my gosh. He just flings things. And yes, I will be having the Frost Maw going up against Twilight Forest at some point in the probably near future too. Oh, he's looping again. He's targeting something I can't find. Possibly in a... Oh, nope. He stopped. I was gonna say, if there's like a zombie in a cave, he might just go for it. So, there's ways that he loops. Special note for people in creative. Red guitars do not count as swords, so they will still break blocks. So, in case you ever wondered, that proves it. Okay. The giant has been defeated. Yeah, I need another spot for times. Yeah, I need to put these over here. So those are 50-50. these are ones he's defeated. So defeated, 50-50, one against him. So in case you're keeping track, there you go. So now we have the armored giant, which is more the warrior between the two. This is the one that really does in fact want to cause harm. That was quick. He went right into it. Yes, I know he'll always get distracted by the zombie first, but he'll also always flawlessly get rid of it. Ooh, he mistimed his push. So close on that, but then he missed. Okay, the armored giant is definitely dealing a lot more damage than the miner was, but can it deal enough in time? Because they have about even starting HP, but Barako is just so much more effective with his attacks. Ooh, the wind-up missed. There was a slight little... Was there like a little delay or something? Ooh, that's gonna be a goner. Man, those doppelganger giants really, they have a bad day. Okay, so let's do this with the specialty cases, which are the Night Phantom and the Ur-Ghast. Again, the Twilight Lich just does not work. Kind of. I can get them aggroed on each other, but then they always just lose focus and tie. So it's just not something normal. Okay, Night Phantom. We have to do, I think, a group of 6 to make this accurate. Okay, if you do 6 in a row, it does seem to get them to group up properly. So maybe, just maybe, they'll actually start fighting in the way that they need to. This is kind of an experiment. Because they're kind of buzzing around. Okay. That did not work. He is still ignoring them. So let's see if I can aggro them as a group somehow. Okay, come on, you guys. Over here. Okay, they're working as a group, so that's cool. You only need to target one on them. That's awesome. Okay, now we gotta fight. Thank you, Mob Battles Mob. This is working now. Whoa, beam. Well, they have higher attack power than I remember. Maybe it's just because he's not armored. Ooh, smoked one right out of the air. Okay. He was so far away from him that he forgot he was fighting him. So now, he's going into gym mode again. I have to retarget one. So 1 out of the 6 is defeated. So who next? Okay, this guy, Mr. Guy who looks like he's the one who throws all the tools. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And then he immediately responds whenever I do that, like he knows he's being targeted somehow. Whoa. Lag spike. Whew, I was worried because this is kind of a little experiment, so I didn't know if that was working. That scared me. Is that going to be it for this episode? And of course, he seems to catch more than one in the crossfire sometimes. Okay, he is still going for it, but they seem to sometimes just take a while in between actual attacks. So I have a feeling they're not going to survive for long against his onslaught, because they don't really have much HP individually, and sometimes he's hitting more than one. Like, that was a good impact. It's funny how, if you listen carefully, sometimes he actually says Mowzie. The mod author is referencing himself. It's like, Mowzie! It's like proudly saying, Mowzie's mobs. Ooh, good shot. He's still going on him this time. I don't have to re-aggro. Keep shooting, Tex. Or Barako, actually. You know what I mean. Almost. Okay, he's destroyed them all, because that's the chest that they, yeah, this is the chest that they drop whenever they're, defeated. So, that's it. Although I think he's still looping, because he kind of has this wind-up he does for these, where he does it for a while. Although, one thing I can do... is peaceful it so that nothing else that he's targeting there. What are you shooting at? Do I need to unloop you again? I need to unloop him. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. I need a new Barako because that one was going ballistic. I mean, seriously, he was in a loop. Okay. That happened. Okay, so... yeah, the Night Phantoms get destroyed. Ur-Ghast is the last thing we've got, so I really hope that it targets him correctly. So, Barako. Meet the Ur-Ghast. Ur-Ghast. Prepare to get clicked. Okay, that hit much easier than I thought, but he does have a huge hitbox. What are you aiming at? Again, Barako just knows when he's targeted. I think he has some sort of special targeting recognition. He is dealing damage against the Ur-Ghast, and it is just whiffing all the time. Ur-Ghast gets some aim. This is why the Wither uses you as a giant flying bullseye. Trust me, I've seen somebody use a Wither on the Ur-Ghast before. It's hilariously one-sided. Does take a while though, so I can't call that a short mob battle. This guy's hitbox is so huge. There's just like no way that Barako's gonna. Whoa! Perfect beam cannon. He's hitting him hard now. Yes, it is raining. This is the Ur-Ghast power. I cannot stop this. How are you taking damage all the way over there? This rampage just goes on for a while. Oh yeah, I think he deals damage to himself in this stage. That's what's going on. Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that. It kind of goes literally berserk. And this lasts like a random amount of time, so no idea. I think there's even a possibility he might defeat himself like this. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Rampage is so long, he just gives up. I can try to reset the aggro. Again, the hitbox is just huge. But again, it's his battle stage, so he's not actually attacking that one. But at least Barako's getting him out of it faster. I think if he suffers enough damage, he eventually kind of wakes up and gets out of it. Yeah, Barako, you're the Sun Chief. You need to end this storm. If he's too far away, I don't think it fully connects. So I have to wait for the Ur-Ghast to get closer. Okay, he's getting close enough. Okay, let's do this. Okay, Barako remembers he's still there. Barako remembers. But I think that the Ur-Ghast is actually out of his range. Yeah, there's a range limit to that attack. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty long. Get over here so I can re-aggro you. Thank you, Barako, for firing back at him. Okay, I got too close. Get the hitbox right. Oh, well, never mind. Aggro is unnecessary. Barako's got this. He's just flying around in circles, making everything rain. And raining tears of destruction. Did he literally just get whiffed by every single tear? It's like watching a hummingbird dodge the rain. And he's sitting there. How did that happen? I know the Ur-Ghast has terrible aim, but that's just ridiculous. When did the Ur-Ghast get the aim of a stormtrooper? Okay, now he's getting blasted again, So, Barako, can you just end this storm by destroying this guy? Because he's just like... He's just having a tantrum. How am I not hitting his hitbox now? But either way, he is getting down. Barako is just fine. Maybe I'm hitting too low. That could be it. I'm probably hitting too low. Oh, I think he's ramming himself into the blocks. Maybe he's not berserking. Maybe he's just hitting himself with the blocks. I think he does that all the time, though, and that's why it kind of looks like that. Hello? Can I click you? Is the answer no? I'm gonna reset the entities for a moment. Okay, I think that was close enough. Whoa! What happened? Did he run himself into this, or did Barako just barrage him to death? Either way, I think we can safely say that Barako would have won anyhow. Because he was clearly making that a one-sided combat. Like, seriously, that was ridiculously in Barako's favor. Like, seriously. So the fact that the Ur-Ghast was running itself to death is kind of irrelevant, because it seemed like everything he threw at Barako just missed. It's like, really? It's like, seriously, the Ur-Ghast had like no aim. Okay, I'm just gonna be here as part of the tribe for a moment. Well, I get off. Because admittedly that was cool and they have triumphed against the Ur-Ghast, against a few others. Like, he was able to take care of both Giants and the Snow Queen, and apparently there's actually more of a 50-50 on both the Alpha Yeti and the Minoshroom. Because I have seen him defeat the Alpha Yeti before, but the Alpha Yeti defeated him this round. As for the Minoshroom, I've seen the Minoshroom defeat him now, but he beat the Minoshroom this round. So apparently those are kind of a little up in the air. Again, reason why I'm not trying the Twilight Lich here is it totally does not work. They just tie each other. They just wall each other off and say, nope, we refuse to participate. So, yeah. And that's like no matter what. So, like, literally the Twilight Lich will just hang out in one area and Barako will just not be able to hit them, and they'll just kind of stare at each other. It's kind of awkward. Oh well. Anyhow, so for now, this is Glitch Reaper now joining the Barako tribe for a little while. I'll be logging off, so hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.